Alright, so welcome back to Driveway. Of course, we're in our garage, so that means we didn't quite make it to Rocky Mountain Race Week. So, essentially the car was running pretty good. The car really did not like having a trailer on it because the rear suspension is quite a bit different with the different tires and everything. So, I need to go through and do the whole racing springs and that type of stuff to get a stiffer spring in there so I can hold that up. But the main reason, because I took care of a lot of that tongue weight so I was marginal, the main reason I had to turn around and come back is this trailer axle. Check this out. What's wrong with this picture? That there tire is not there straight. So it's like it caved in on both sides. These were things that I just never really thought about. I didn't think the big plate steel was going to bend, especially since where I got it from said they were supposed to be good for a 3,500 pound drop axle. Definitely not. So we got this guy here. We're gonna have to do a little modification and tweaking, and hopefully I can get this thing straightened back up. Then I can do some more engineering and hopefully never have that problem again. But unfortunately, that takes us out of running Rocky Mountain Race Week. So I had wanted to get all this stuff rolling quite a bit earlier, but due to time constraints and all the wonderful shipping issues, I was not able to get my parts fast enough to assemble things fast enough. So, what fun that is. Anyways, since we're not going to be able to run that, I'm still going to fix up this trailer as quick as I can here, and then we'll hopefully load up just the car and just head on over to Kearney when Rocky Mountain Race Week gets to that location. That's only about 50 miles down the road from here, so I can swing out there, be able to at least salvage some bit of the whole event, and we'll move on to other things and get rolling forward. Everything's in life kind of has a setback, but just keeps going forward. Anyways, I'm going to see what I need to do to smash this axle straight again, and hopefully we'll be at a much better position. Alright, so we can see there's a kind of a flaw in the design, if you can call it that. Honestly, I don't think anyone actually designed this. The more I'm kind of messing around with it, the more I'm realizing there was no thought put into this at all. Because as I'm bending these things back, they actually bend pretty easy, which is kind of not enjoyable. So, once I bend these back, I'm going to have to go pick up some steel, and we're going to box in this thing a little bit. That way you don't have to worry about it bending again. Alright, so after some re-engineering, I think we're quite a bit more of a stout situation. So, I guess I should have gone with my original motto of you're better off to overbuild it and wish you hadn't than to underbuild it and wish you didn't. So, That should be significantly more beefy. Now it's time to move on to the other side. All right, so this one is plenty hot. Hit it with some engine enamel. I kind of like using that when something's already hot. That way it gets through that baking process, but I probably wouldn't have had to deal with any of this stuff if the person that made this bracket would have just put a good break in there. So it'd bend that half-inch metal and box it in. It would have cost next to nothing for them, but would have made a heck of a better bracket. I've kind of got essentially something like that. If they would just bend it over, it would have been real good to go, but oh well. Guess I'll just chuck the hub back in here and we'll be back to operational. Yay! Day late and dollar short. That's how it goes. Alright, so that's it. Thanks again for stopping around and seeing what disaster we had here. We also had a little run-in with the car itself, but everything seemed to come out halfway decent, so we'll show you that probably in the next video where I head to Kearney and try to catch at least a little bit of Rocky Mountain Race Week, so my whole week isn't completely destroyed. So I guess we'll have to see you again next time. Later.